Hi, my name is James O'Donnell, and I teach computer science at the Hewitt. I teach robotics at Laconia High School, and this year I'm also teaching coding in exploratories at the Laconia Middle School. I've been a teacher now for 7 years. This is the beginning of my 7th year as a teacher. I was a computer programmer myself for 20 years in Texas, and I moved here. This is my 4th year at the Hewitt Center in Laconia High School. I became a teacher towards the end of my programming career because I felt that it was really important. And there's kind of a movement at the time within the programming community to bring more coding into high schools. And I am entirely on board with that. I think that we should really be teaching computer science to students up and down all the grades, really, all the grades. And hopefully, including some computer science and coding into other classes as it's possible. I'm really committed to this. I'm constantly seeking out new ways to teach, new ways to incorporate computer thinking, logic, and so forth, problem solving into classes across various curricula. This year I'm going to be teaching my regular CTE class. We've taught it, this will be the fourth year we've offered it. It's Introduction to Computers and Introduction to Programming. That's a 2-semester class at the Hewitt in the, under CTE standards. Then my first block, I'm teaching robotics to Laconia High School students. I'm super enthusiastic. I'm really excited about teaching robotics. That's a relatively new class for me. And it was a little bit of a stretch for me. I've never worked in the field of robotics. But what's wonderful about robotics, to my mind, is that it takes all the principles of programming and sort of makes it real. It makes it able for the students to see it in the real world. And that really helps them make a connection between the ideas and what it's really accomplishing in the real world. I think it's really great. And this year I had the opportunity to teach at the middle school and bring coding into younger people. And I think that it's really great. From what I can tell, at this point, we're going to be using mostly block programming. So they don't have to actually type out any of the code, but they drag blocks into the window and put them in the correct order and accomplish certain things with that. I'm very excited at the moment about having my students at the middle school hopefully make submissions to the annual Congressional App Challenge. So that's a nationwide competition. It's sponsored locally by our representative in Washington. And hopefully my students will be submitting their work to that in October. So we've got our work cut out for us. If there's anything that I can ever do for you, the best way to contact me is through email, especially since I'm moving between buildings this year. I will get back to you probably by the end of the day. I don't constantly check my email, and I don't kind of use it like a text message. You can call the main number at the Hewitt and leave a message for me that way. Thank you very much. And I wanted to say to you that I am really looking forward to sharing my excitement about technology and my enthusiasm about computers and robots and new technology with your students. Thank you very much.